Let's do this. Holy shit!
The Rubiconian.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Rubiconian, and this is the episode that I never wanted to do. This is why I hate my 392. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You're like, Jake, all you do is talk about how awesome this thing is. But in reality, it's a huge pain in the butt. I've battled some stuff. In the beginning, yes, it was great. We put the 37s on there. Everything went fine. She was geared at 373, which was a little tall, but she handled it. Then we went off-road. Now, getting into the gearing, 373 is just it's a little... The 456 and the Extreme Recon package, that was more ideal for off-roading. But more that we decided to modify this Jeep and kind of make it our own, the more the engineering didn't coincide with what the engineers had in mind for this Jeep. Now, the other week we did, and I haven't even showed you guys this yet, so you're seeing it before you really see it. Or if you haven't watched the videos about this, we did 39-inch tires. I did some experiments with gas mileage, and I really wanted to see what we could do as far as getting gas mileage with this Jeep, because that was a big headache for a lot of people in not buying the 392. It gets terrible gas mileage.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Well, what we did was we went from 37s mud terrain tires to a all-terrain 35, and I drove that around for a few weeks and saw what kind of gas mileage I could get. We did get some pretty substantial results. That being said, Chuck and I put the 39s on. We found some issues with, fitment or whatever, got that fixed. No big deal. This is where things start to get weird.
Oh, shit.
We took it for a test drive just to kind of see if anything rubbed. And during the test drive, we did not reset or calibrate the computer to the size of the tire. In a normal vehicle, this would just kind of dictate your speedometer, not in the 392. Because this is a full-time four-wheel drive system, and the computer takes in inputs from the steering, like yaw inputs, and steering angles, power output, wheel speed sensors, ABS. It takes all that information in and processes it into an ideal four-wheel drive setting. Okay, where the power is going, where the braking is being applied, how much power is going out. It takes in all that information, and the engineers have crunched that information. This makes it very difficult to modify, all right? So while we were on the test drive, transfer case practically locked up. It felt like we were in four-wheel drive low. Things were binding, and I could feel it. So we stopped the vehicle right there on the road, and we're like, get the snap cal out. Let's adjust the tire size. It's like we didn't do that. So we go back, we adjust the tire size, clear the codes. We're good, okay? Driving it, everything's fine. Now, when we decided to do the gears, which was, I think, 2 weeks later, decided, hey, we're going to go to the 488 gears because we're only running like 1,500 RPMs, less than that. It's not, the acceleration was not there. The 392 aspect was not there. We went to 488, little lower than what I wanted to gear it at, but hey, that's all good. We're on 39s now, not 37s, so should be okay, right? And we can go to 44s or 40s, something like that. No big deal. Plan it for the future. Wink, wink. But, so we get the 40s, or the 39s on there. We got the 488s put in. All right, and this is where I decided, hey, maybe if I got a taser.
Taser face!
I could do the two-wheel drive, and then that would take some of the wear and tear aspects of the, four-wheel drive system out. That being said, this transfer case just scares the absolute daylights out of me because it could break or fail under normal driving conditions. So that's got me kind of worried. Is it worth the hassle? All the extra money, all the extra power, is it really worth the hassle? That's going to depend on you. If you like playing and messing with the vehicle and overcoming some of these problems, I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's worth it then. I don't know if I want to fight the warranty. Like, I got the warranty, I got the big warranty for the sake of the motor. Everything else on the car I really didn't care about replacing but the motor. And the transfer case, yes, it is a headache, but can we overcome it? This is the fix that I have found that works, and so here it is. If you don't have a taser, one of the easiest things that you can do also, as well as you should do it in the first place, is check the fuses. I looked through a couple forums, they suggested this, careful, they are hot, but they suggested checking the fuses because from the factory, they are not seated correctly.
Just a little
Loose, or?
it's just like they weren't pushed all the way down in.
Huh.
That is weird.
All those things that we talked about at the beginning of the video with the vehicle having to adjust for yaw, angle, power output, ABS, four-wheel drive, when to activate, all those considerations that the computer has to make are in the drivetrain control module, okay, the DTCM. Now, when it's doing all those calculations and something goes out of spec, it freaks out. So you have the ability with the taser to turn that off. Turn that off. All right. Using the taser, you're going to go into the audio menu, and this is where you can access the taser menu without the vehicle running, but in the run mode. All right. We're going to cycle through. Read DTCs. We can hit OK on that. No, nothing in the PCM. Body control module has that one. And let's see. That's in the traction control. So I've got that one. ABS, nothing. DTC, all right, that one. Now that's the code that pops up when we get the crazy stuff going with the four-wheel drive. All right, when the transfer case goes nuts, that's the code it's throwing. Okay, we can clear that code if we want, but not really worried about it right now because what I'm going to show you. TPMS, radio, off-road. You're going to see this. All right, go into the off-road menu, go past sway bar, EP steer, yes, trailer brake, locker both, front axle, yes, DTCM. Turn it to no, okay? So if I turn it back on, and I'm going to try and show you this, because I put the camera back in a bad spot. Oh, wow, there we go. All right, watch the four-wheel drive kick on. All right, you see full high kick on? Now if I turn it off, it kicks off. All right, that's what we're looking for. So far, keeping the drivetrain control module off, or saying no on the taser, and we have not had any problems. Check your fuses, turn off the DTCM, and I haven't had anything come up as far as the four-wheel drive kicking on unnecessarily with the 392. That's our fix. Do I hate that I have to do that? Yes. Is it an overcomable problem? So far, yes. And I will continue to keep you guys updated. Please like, follow, subscribe. I don't know, send up smoke signals, whatever you got to do. Keep up with us, and we will keep you guys updated on how the 392 is doing. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Just hit us in the comments and tell us what you want to see. So until then, keep enjoying the cold starts. You read that right. We are going to give away a lift. And thank you for holding off to the end of the video. And when we hit 10,000 subscribers, yep, we're giving it away.